Hello guys, my name is Nagul Meera. I'm an AI aspirant, and also I'm an AI engineer. As part of my learning, I'm exploring the some of the exciting concepts and topics in AI. So today I'm going to demonstrate on Cloud Code subagents. So in the previous video, I already provided more details on what is a Cloud Code subagent, and then how to create a subagent and execute the subagent. That's a basic tutorial I have provided. So today I'm going to demonstrate on how we can achieve a kind of a complex workflow using the multiple subagents. So as part of this one, I'm going to demonstrate one of the use case. As part of the use case, we will be having the multiple Cloud Code subagents, and then we orchestrate in a way we will achieve the complex goal. That is the main objective of this particular video. So if you have any basic understanding, or like if you really wanted to know what is subagent and then how to execute a create and execute the subagent as part of Cloud Code, you can go through the one of my previous video. uh, it's already in my YouTube channel. So this specific use case I'm going to demonstrate on executing some complex workflow using the multiple subagents. So subagent concept is really exciting for me these days. So we can achieve some of the complex workflows with multiple subagents. Then we in the as part of your workflow, you will define like a workflow and then put it in a way like multiple subagents, and then finally each subagent will communicate each other, and then finally it's achieving the complex task. So as part of these prerequisites to execute this multiple subagents workflow, basically we need to have a Cloud subscription, and then Cloud desktop is like more of like you can ask for whatever you wanted. That will be creating the code and uh, any of the like it's like a chat GPT. It's more of related to code, so it's optional. And then Cloud Code is like a mandatory one. You need to install the Cloud Code. So how to install the Cloud Code and all, you can go to my previous videos, or you can also go to the Cloud Code documentation to install the Cloud Code. So basically we need to have a subscription and then Cloud Code installation. And then to understand what is a subagents and all, either you can go through a Cloud Code documentation to understand the subagents, or you can watch my previous video. There I demonstrated the how to install how to create a subagent and then execute to achieve the specific goals. I took some of the stocks related use case. So as part of multi-agent workflows, right? So what we are going to do, right? We are going to have a two or more agents, and then we'll have another agent which will orchestrate these two agents. For this use case, I took like a one real use case called stock news analysis. So there are different news sources we have today, like Twitter tweets, and then some of the other new stock related news, right? What we are going to, right? We are going to create a kind of a multi-agent workflow, such a way what are the news related to or highly affecting stocks related news. We are streaming those news, and then we are going to have another sub agent which is analyzing these news, and then finally it will provide you some kind of a comprehensive analysis and based on like a buy sell signals, right? So this is just for use case I am demonstrating. This is not like a real kind of a buy sell signal kind of a system. As part of this demonstration, I'm going to help you, or I'm going to showcase like a power of these sub-agents, multiple sub-agents workflows. So here, like basically like what it does, right? It's pick the news from the different sources and then analyze the news, and then it will store as part of the database, and then it will generate the signal. These are our different components as part of this sub-agent workflow. So now when you look at this orchestration, we have a stock news monitor and then news analyzer. Finally, we have another pipeline called a stock signal pipeline orchestrator. These three are like nothing but a Claude Code sub agents. It's not any different system. This is an agent, this is another agent, this is another agent which is coordinating with these two agents, and then finally achieving the complex code. So now if you look at the data structure, directory structure, sorry, if yeah, if you look at the directory structure, basically in the previous video we already known that what are the current directory or working or project directory, we'll be having the .cloud kind of a directory, and underneath we have a agents. As part of the agent, we'll drop this but basically three agents, but two agents as part of the agents directory, and then other one we put it as part of the workflow. Such a way it means we can easily understand this is a workflow which will coordinating these two agents. Now look at the simple stock news monitor MD. It's like end of the day, sub agent is the format of MD file. If you look at this stock news monitor, basically 3 or 4 attributes are mandatory. So like a name, description, and then tools what we are going to use, and then model, right? So if you look at the name, it's a stock news monitor, and description like we are providing like what exactly this is doing. So what is the objective of this specific sub agent do. This will be helping to the Claude Code agent to understand the objective of this specific agent. And then as part of rest of the details, like you need to provide like a what exactly you have to do as part of this entire sub agent objectives. For example, this specific stock news monitor will going to get the different kind of a stock news or feeds, and then it may be connecting to the Twitter, and then Alpha Vantage. There are some other resources we're going to connect. So that's what we have to clearly instruct, like what has to do by the this sub agent. So this is a one agent we have created, and then and also we provided the instruction to the sub agent. The next sub agent is like a news analyzer. This news analyzer will get the news from the previous agent, and then it will analyze the each and every news based on the some of the instructions what we provided. So these are the instructions. If you look at instructions, we can understand like what exactly this sub agent will do. So finally, like workflow orchestration, we are going to put it as part of the workflows directory called signal pipeline.md. So as part of this one, we clearly mentioned that you have to coordinate with the other sub agent to finally complete the complex code. That is what we have mentioned as part of the this particular sub agent. So right now we have a 3 agents, one which will collect the news, and then other one is like which will analyze the news, and then finally as part of the pipeline or orchestrator will coordinate with the 2 agents, and then finally it will generate some kind of analysis and then dashboard, and then put it in insert the data into the database. So these 3 sub agents will achieve the complex workflows. So finally, like in the execution of this orchestration, once we place those sub agent as part of the .cloud agent directory, then finally you can go to your Claude Code CLI and then ask for like, hey, I wanted to monitor Apple, Nvidia, AMD stocks for an interval of 30 seconds, and then you can monitor for the 5 minutes. So finally what it does, right, it trigger the workflows, and then and the monitor agent will be streaming the news from all the sources, and then analyze agent will runs every 5 minutes to process the new data, and then signals are generated with buy sell recommendation, and dashboard updates means it's going to create some kind of HTML nice dashboard, and then it will also generate the alerts as well. So now if you look at the final output, the expected output should be this, or you can also look at the directory. It will generate some HTML files. So this is like, how we can achieve the complex workflow as part of the Claude Code sub agents. So I hope you understand theoretically. Now let's get into the real implementation or real execution, right? So already have a Claude folder as part of my session 5 directory, and then whatever I shown in the theoretically, I created a 2 agents here, and news analyzer and then news monitor. So if you open the news monitor, whatever you have seen in the same will explain the instruct the agent such a way you will collect the news. And then there is a news analyzer with a similar news analyzer.md, and then this will also like a kind of a sub agent. We instruct the what needs to do as part of the md file. So finally, like we have a workflow, and then it's a signal pipeline. Then we'll say we'll demand we will instruct such a way, okay, talk to the 2 sub agents, and then coordinate with the 2 sub agent, and then do the further updates like it will generate the dashboards, and then it will also insert the database into SQLite database. So this is a pretty much kind of a sub agent definitions. Now let's go to Claude Code and execute the Claude Code CLI here in the directory session 5, and then we are going to ask to monitor these specific 3 stocks. So when we run this particular prompt or particular ask, so these sub agents will create some kind of a Python program or any specific, it will use some other tools to achieve this goal. So now let's see how the Claude Code agent is utilizing the 2 other sub agents to achieve this goal. So now if you look at here, this is creating like 2 Python files, I think, news analyzer, and then there is another Python file it is creating, and then it will also generating some dashboard, and then it's also insert the data into the some SQLite database. So if you consider like a like software engineering, right? End of the day, like if any task or anything you have to achieve in the software engineering, we have to create some kind of algorithms or programs or application to achieve the goals, right? In this case, like these sub agents are like just like a plain human understandable language, but internally the Claude Code will utilize this information or instructions. Finally, to achieve the goal, it will create some kind of application or program. So as part of this process, these sub agents or this Claude Code agent automatically generating some programming files, either in the Python or if required some other programming language, whatever which is suitable for to achieve this goal. So this Claude Code agent or like a sub agent, or we can say this large language models are very smart enough to interpret the natural language, and then finally it will convert into some kind of a executable task to achieve our goals. So instead we write a lot of program or we develop some kind of application, just whatever the instructions we provide as part of the sub agents, it will interpret the human understandable language or natural language. Finally it will convert into some kind of a application. If you look at here, it is trying to create 2 files like a news analyzer and dashboard generator. So now let's go back to see what files it generated. I'm just curious what it generated. So now it's still writing. So I'm saying like allow to write these files. Looks like it's created. Yeah, there are 3 files created. So it takes some time to complete this particular goal, but ultimately, it is generating some Python script or required tooling to achieve the goal. So each time it may be ask for some of your user confirmation, because as I said last time, so the Claude Code have agents have ability to execute the different commands. So it is good to monitor those commands as part of initial understanding or learning process. So the beauty of this particular agents are it's automatically fixing the issues. So here, if you look at here, the errors are displaying, and then agent itself is able to understand or interpret this particular errors and then fixing the issues. That's the beauty of this coding agents. So now it it started, I guess. So now let's open the dashboard. What it is displaying. Wow. So our ask is like a very simple. We are asking to monitor these 3 stocks or tickers like Apple, Nvidia, and AMD with interval of 30 seconds, and then finally the total interval is a 5 minutes. So every 30 seconds it will go and fetch the news from the different sources, and then it will run this particular kind of a analysis or kind of a monitoring for the 5 minutes. So finally, like it will generate the comprehensive output and the dashboard HTML file. At the same time, it will also uh, insert the required formatted data into the SQLite database. So it's asking like, do you want to proceed task list? So now if you look at the final output, the nice dashboard, Apple, AMD, Nvidia, and then these are the total news item analyzed, and then average confidence it is giving. The sentiment score, they have used some kind of a algorithm to generate this score. If you want to very curious how it is generating the score, we can go through the Python files, and then we can understand this one. If you want to have a specific uh, instruction to generate this score also, you can put it as part of your subagent definition, or when you are describing your subagent, you can provide those details so that it will work as per that particular formula. But right now, like my core focus should be like how do we achieve the complex goals using the multiple subagents as part of the Claude Code agent. So these are the this is a dashboard. If you look at here, I think still agent is running and monitoring because we said 5 minutes. So here I can see. So now it started the program, and then it's monitored for 5 minutes, and then finally it will generate the same kind of a output. So this is the like complete guide how to achieve the complex workflows using the multiple subagents, Claude Code subagents. Hope you guys like this video, and then I'm trying to figure it out like a more exciting content in AI world. So now I see dashboard is updated with the another different symbols here. So if you look at here, when I run the next time, it's uh, it's also updated the how many total news got analyzed and all. So, and here recent high confidence signal, AMD, and then NVIDIA. Me come back with another topic. Thank you.